Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 3. So let's get to it, shall we? Okay, you guys, so it was definitely a filler episode. It's crazy how they have all these filler episodes at the very beginning of the season. I guess this is what we have to look forward to. I guess this is why they brought back Nene. Nobody wants to admit it, but I think that, if they're going to keep on going like this, child. Anyway, you guys, Porsha's getting the colonic courtesy of Phaedra, because Phaedra says that all the girls are full of shit, okay? A couple of them is 2 shades darker than they should be. I was cracking up. I guess a colonic is you lay down and they spray something up your ass and then everything run out. I ain't never had one because I'm trying to figure out why I need this. I'm just trying to figure out, my mama and them, they never had no damn colonics. Now here y'all talking about some shit getting sprayed up your ass. I already told y'all I don't like wet ass. She gets on in there. She tells Phaedra, I talked to Dookie and I asked him, was he alright with everything? And he told me he was fine. He not tripping. I said, okay, well, if he fine with a child, we fine with it too. Okay, she upset though because her business people was talking about him, liking porn women, and Kandi taking it a step further and, talking about the transgender. I thought it was just between the 3 or 4 or 5 of them that was talking, but evidently everybody at the party was talking. Let Porsha tell it. So she ain't really feeling it like that. She's upset that Kandi did that, but she say she just gonna move forward with her young Dookie. Phaedra was just like, well, honey, I done tried to tell everybody about Kandi's ass. Shit, she had Apollo's motorcycles and shit in her garage. What would you feel if I had your ex-husband shit in my garage? And Porsha said she would feel betrayed. And Phaedra was just like, well, that's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to figure out if Phaedra is upset about the shit being there because of the legalities of it, or if it's because Kandi has the stuff. Because why does everybody keep forgetting that Todd and Apollo are friends? Now, if it's because it looked like he was hiding assets, then yeah, I can understand where the irritation is. That's what she told Kandi. But when she was talking to Porsha, she was making it seem more so like they was just trying to hide stuff from her. So Phaedra, the whole thing with Phaedra is hard to understand where she's coming from because the story changes depending on who she's talking to. So, she's upset about that. Now, when we see Kandi talking to Todd, he was just like, well, how did it go? And she was just like, well, it went really well. We just trying to figure it out. He was like, well, is the friendship worth saving? Is it a done deal? I keep on telling you guys that it's a wrap. It's a wrap on the friendship. Sometimes we have really good friends. I've had friends, one in particular that I can think of, that it wasn't even a misunderstanding. There was some jealousy issues. I don't even really know exactly what the problem was, but she stopped talking to me and I didn't really do anything, and then once we finally talked about it years later, it was just too late. Now when I see her, we cool and everything, but it's never going to be the same. So that's where I think that Phaedra and Kandi are. Their relationship is a wrap. Now, they got to work together on this show. So, they can do whatever they need to do together, but it's still not going to be the way it was, especially because of all the drama with Apollo and Todd. And then speaking of Todd, Todd still want to know where his fucking money is. I'm thinking to myself, like, Todd, really? I know everybody want their money. $8,000, $5,000, I get it. But keeping on asking Kandi to do it, I'm just like, but let me tell you guys about Kandi and Todd and all of their little storyline. This is why Kandi is at the top of the chain right now. And you see that she's in the middle with the peach. That's because Kandi knows how to play the game. Not only does she keep storylines constantly coming, now this baby, I'm not saying that she planned the baby to have another storyline, but what I'm saying is she knows what everybody wants, okay? She knows that you guys like the drama of her and Phaedra and Apollo and Todd's, all the problems that they have, so Todd gonna keep on saying, what about my money? Because he knows that pisses you guys off. You guys should know by now. When you see Kandi and Todd and Don Juan and Carmen and the mama and the aunties, everybody get along, y'all. But they gonna act like they don't like each other for these damn specials. After she has the baby, She's gonna have another special. So everybody needs to just kind of simmer on down when it comes on to the Tucker Barres family, because they are fucking with you guys. It is entertainment. Everybody, you know, just be like, he's such a whiner. I even said it. But now I fully have figured them out. Okay, it took me a few seasons, but I got it now. So whatever goes on, Kandi and Todd and her family and Don Juan and Carmen and y'all need to get over it. Okay, so that's it with Kandi and oh no, that's not it. So later on, Porsha is at a track meet. Look like she is doing some kind of, you know, community fun for Dish Nation, you know, the TV show that she works for. Kandi goes out there to see it because Kandi was just like, I just want to see if she's gonna run. And that bitch sure did run her big ass. I said, I ain't never seen no booty quite as big as Porsha's. It just come out of nowhere. It was cute enough. It was an unnecessary scene too, you know. And what it really was all boiling down to was for Kandi to tell Porsha that she needs to do a background check on the old Dookie. I just don't understand why everybody keep on telling me to look up and see what he got going on. He a big football player. He just throwing football and stuff. He don't be getting in trouble. I was like, you know, bless Porsha heart. Okay, let Porsha be with the boy if she want to. It ain't even nothing serious anyway. That boy is there for the exposure only. Okay, don't nobody believe that Porsha and this boy, you know, she's having a good time right now with him, and whenever she feels like it's not good anymore, then she won't be with him anymore. I feel just fine with that analogy. Little Miss Kim Fields, you guys. She is getting ready for Kenya's party. We're going to talk about Kenya's party in a little bit. You get the impression that she and her husband don't get out too often, because when she tells him that, you know, they're going to this party and that they got a babysitter, he does the old shout around the house. He's so glad to get away from these babies, you guys. I was looking at that husband and I was just like, all right. I ain't going to say nothing. Because I done already told y'all that I like Kim Fields. This is my girl, okay? These are the reasons why I don't want her to be on the show, all right? But like I said, I'm going to leave it alone because y'all already done been there with it all this week. But yeah, she's trying to pick out what she wants to wear. And, you know, she's telling us that she's not really a girl's night out kind of girl. And he was like, because you don't really have any friends, okay? I guess, I mean, it's no problem. She's all about her family. You know, you go through stages in your life. You go out a lot. Like, I used to really, really go out and have a good time and shit. And right now, I'm just not in that mode. I'm home. So it's just, you go through these stages. So it's cool. It's fine that she doesn't, you know, hang out too much. But he was making it seem like, you know, she got a phobia of it or something. Something was wrong with her. They're going to this party. Now, what party are you asking of? Well, Kenya, she and Marlo go location scouting. Y'all, look at my pants. Ain't they cute? I wish y'all could. I just love these pants, y'all. I'm only wearing them because it's like the holiday and my supervisor ain't gonna be there. Oh my goodness, my husband is calling me. Okay, he gonna have to hold on, y'all. Hello? Huh? It was a what? No, I haven't moved anything that was in there. What, it was on the dresser? I mean, on the little table? What is it for? Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it. All right. So what was I saying, you guys? Okay, they were scouting locations for this hair care line product party that she's having. So they go to some place. I remember when they were having the party out here, it was scheduled for one day. I think it was during like when they had the BET Awards, which was like in June. No, it wasn't the BET Awards. It was some awards that was out here. She was having her party the same time, and it was dead in the middle of the summer, which is why it's so fucking hot. But anyway, they go looking around. They find this location. They're working with Cynthia's girl because, you know, they're impressed with what she did with the eyeglass party. At least it looked like they were until she left away from them. And, you know, they were like, well, we're not sure she can handle a party of this size. You know, Kenya always trying to make it seem like her shit just be way out of this world, and everything that she has planned has been some bullshit. She and Marlo are talking about, you know, what she wants to happen there, how she wants the party to be, and then they start to touch on the subject of Cynthia's party and, you know, the confrontation that she and Sheree had. And Marlo was just like, bitch, you guys both was acting like you ain't had no damn manners. That's what the fuck was going on. And, you know, Kenya was like her regular shadeful self. Basically felt like it was all on Sheree, that she didn't even do anything. Isn't that how Kenya always thinks? Marlo was just like, y'all need to get over that kind of shit. That shit is silly. So, you know, the day of the party, Kenya's all nervous. Supposedly everybody's calling her because it's hustling, bustling. Thank God she has Brandon there to take care of everything, because, you know, she's trying to get herself centered so she can be ready for this big, fabulous, grand party, right? She makes it a point to mention that she wants to make sure that the air is turned very low because it's hot. That right there let you know that the bitch knew that the air conditioning was fucked up. She was trying to she was trying to get it together. So at this damn party, she's got her hair care products there. Well, it's not a whole bunch of them there. Looks like she just has one set of hair care products there so you guys can see it. Okay, that's another thing that she tried to give us a little forewarning on, you know, saying, oh my God, I'm worried that, you know, it's not going to be enough product there for people to see, or it's going to be too much product there and people's not going to want to buy it. I was like, bitch, you knew you only had one fucking set? How the fuck you gonna be up here talking about some damn hair care products? You ain't even got the damn I said, okay, Kenya. People start showing up. Kandi is there. Shamia, I don't know what her last name is. I want to say Morton, but I don't know if that's her real if that's really her last name. They're looking at the product. One singular. I think Shamia does hair, so she's like testing the product, and, you know, she feels it, and she was just like, oh, it just feels like water. Like, it doesn't have any kind of nothing, you know, no solution, no chemicals, no nothing, okay? Finally, the bitch just take a swig of it, and it was just like, yeah, this shit is water. I said, oh, they are so wrong. Phaedra is there. We get Kim there and her husband. Marlo, who was so fucking fly. I was like, bitch, you better do it. Even if they ain't gonna ever give her a peach. She shows them hoes up all the time. Even when her and Kenya was out looking, I was just like, we gonna get Kenya's fashions together too. If it's not like glamorized, she don't know how to do just casual. But Marlo, that bitch kills it every fucking time, you guys. Anyway, Porsha's there as well, and it's all this jibber jabber gossip about the product and how, you know, it ain't really nothing but some fucking water. Okay, even Cynthia shows up looking like she would rather not be there. Cynthia's like, fuck, I got problems, real problems. Be fucking around with you guys. Kandi ends up leaving because it's too hot. At first I thought she was just being like dramatic. You know how sometimes pregnant people always want to put 20 on 10, but honey, as the night went on, I was like, no, that bitch wasn't being dramatic. She already knew what it was. As the time went on, y'all just saw everybody just fanning and fanning and fanning. Okay, everybody glistening, sweat running on down their ball. And then finally here come Kenya. Okay, after she done fucking cooked her damn guest to death. Her and her beau, I guess his name was Eugene. Something ain't right with Eugene. I'm looking at him like, yeah, he's tall, he's fashionable, he's, you know, he's got the stature and everything, but that face, that's a butter face if I ever saw one. I was like, ooh, he look burnt. Like, motherfucker been in the sun too long. She's there with him and she sees everybody's hot, you know, so she walks through the party and out the door, okay, onto the balcony. It's just like, I didn't want it to be this way. I'm so embarrassed. Like, how am I supposed to do something and it's hot in there? All the people, you know, it's because you be full of shit all the time, Kenya. That's why we knew it was gonna be just like this. Finally, the girls is all just like, how you just walk through the party and don't come say hi to nobody? She finally comes back in and, you know, she thanks everybody for coming. And, you know, she apologizes for the heat. She had no idea that it would be like that. I said, bitch, you knew because you told us earlier. But anyway, you guys have a good time. Try not to faint. Enjoy yourself. Try out the product. singular, and thank you for coming. She goes over to the girls and she starts to talk to them, and immediately that Shemaya girl is on her, just like, so what's up with your shit? Okay, it's like water. Kenya was just like, bitch, who are you? How you just gonna come here? I'm not even gonna give you the shine. You just trying to get some camera time on the damn show. I'm not fixing to argue with you about who are you? Why are you here? So I don't really know what I feel about the Shemaya girl, but she was trying it. I was just like, now why you got to be that way? You ain't even a damn character on the show and you taking it there. Anyway, Sheree and Kenya, they run off to another room. Okay, an air-conditioned room. Shit, they needed to move the party in there. And to make a long story short, they make amends. Sheree told her that, she wasn't really cool in the approach. And, Kenya was just like, I was just telling you, like, the neighbors was complaining. She was like, yeah, but you didn't really say it that way. And really, you didn't need to come at me this way. So to make a long story short, y'all, whatever. They finally decide to make bygones be bygones and move forward from here, And then Kenya was just like, and just let me know if you need anything, if you ever move in, if you need some contractors. Everything was if. It was a very subtle sly shade, but Sheree let it go. As a matter of fact, Sheree was just like, yeah, I know she trying to be slick. I know that bitch is still shady. I said, as long as you know. They go back in the room, they friends again. Everybody is just like, oh, we done moved on. Thank goodness. I felt so sorry for Kim Fields having to sit there and listen to Phaedra telling her about the party and how they got to fighting and arguing about these two houses that neither one of them was moved in yet. Kim was just sitting there like, what? This is what y'all do all the time? Anyway, y'all, that was it on the party. Some bullshit as usual. And lastly, Cynthia. So Cynthia is still pretty distraught over the problems that she and Peter have. Leon comes over to the house, y'all. Did you check out that mean-ass part that Leon had? I said, nigga, you gonna give it to us like that? That motherfucker like he had a damn conch. I said, okay, Leon, I heard that shit. Anyway, he came on in there with that part. It was so fucking distracting. They gonna try to find a tutor for Noel. So they interview a tutor. He a cute guy. I was looking at him when he first walked in the door. I said, ooh, he is too cute to be trying to tutor a 16-year-old child. You done got yourself caught up in the damn trick bag. These fine-ass teachers and these young girls, cute girls. That wasn't gonna work. Like, no, I don't think that was a good idea either. It's a good thing Cynthia picked up on it. Anyway, after it was over, Leon was like, look, what's up with you and your boy? People always come at me and tell me about shit that's going on with you. And she was like, oh, the video. And he was like, yeah. And she was just like, I'm just, I don't even really know what to make of it. I'm just kind of sick of all of this shit. And he was like, look, you and I, we know that you easily run away from relationships. That's kind of how your MO is. This is a marriage this time. Somebody that you gave vows to. I think that it is worth it to fight for it. So I thought that was cool advice for him to give her. I like their relationship. It's a nice, mature, co-parenting situation. Everybody respects their lane and all of that. So, he gave her something to think about. But it's hard to fight for a motherfucker when they ain't never around. We see scenes of Cynthia trying to call Peter. She at the house by herself, and that motherfucker is sending her straight to voicemail. So that shit is not cool. And it's actually very annoying when there's a problem there. It's not like it's not an issue right now that we need to work out. I mean, it's motherfucker, answer this goddamn phone. I don't give a fuck what you doing. So that would piss me off even more. But finally, your boy comes on back home. Okay, she says it's been 10 days since she's talked to him. 10 days. If I haven't talked to my husband in 10 days, you guys, it is a fucking problem. Let me tell you, it's not a 10 days of just, we talk on the phone, but it ain't no real talk. You got attitude. Everything is like, yeah, what? No. Okay. Don't forget to do this. Make sure you do that. That kind of, no. If 10 days of just no talk altogether, man, please. She said after about the 5th or 6th day, it started to feel like, oh, okay, maybe this is a good thing that the nigga ain't back. But he done brought himself on back. Now, she is very annoyed with just everything. Cynthia's whole bottom line is, look, I'm not happy in this relationship right now. I feel like we don't spend time together, and it's just we have drifted apart. Sometimes shit don't work. And he was like, well, when did you stop loving me? And I think what he wanted her to say was, it's not that I don't love you. That would have been what she should have said, but that's not how she feels. And she was just like, I don't know when it happened. And I think that that's what really hurt him, because, you know, that's when the tears came, and that wasn't acting. It is a stab when somebody tells you that they don't love you anymore. But, you know, you can't be lying about how you feel if this is what it is, and damn it, this is what it is, you know. So he was just like, I still love you. I'm still in love with you. Just to hear you say shit like that is just, it's killing me. Okay, so she was just like, well, I mean, you know, I'm just letting you know what it is right now, bruh. If you want to work out this relationship, because 5 years, we have been in the same spot. We always have financial problems. We always have communication problems. We always have all these problems. I don't feel like we progressed anywhere, you know. And he was just like, well, damn, that's fucked up. She's like, well, we can try it one more time. We can try to see what we can do one more time. Give it the old school try, but I'm just letting you know right now, like, I'm not going to be fucking around with you and just kind of, you know, doing this and staying in a relationship that I'm not happy in and that you're not happy in. So she made it very, very clear that she was not happy with Peter. So, I mean, I guess it's good that she let her true feelings be known. I think it's going to be an interesting year for them this season, to open themselves up so much. They peeling back layers that I don't know if the general public needs to know. I'm sure some of it is for TV, but some of it ain't, you know. So yeah, I don't know, you guys, but they gonna work on it. We gonna keep our fingers crossed for the for the Bailey. What's Peter's last name? Peter Thomas, for the Bailey Thomas family. Alright, you guys, let me get off of here. It's actually before work, so I'm about to run into Starbucks and get my eggnog latte. Double pump of vanilla, bitch! Anyway, you guys, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox, the channel's for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.